शर्माना नहीं है. Mostly personal brands. Okay. Individuals like Twitter handle. You're saying. Awesome. Who are who are the highly popular in that list? Elon Musk तो होगा ही. डिफॉल्ट फॉलो करवा लेता है वो. Actually, my name says what I am. Wow. Awesome. Would you mind sharing about it, Pragya? Like briefly, not like detail में उतना नहीं है. If you can share. Hi Ritesh. Hi Neeraj.
Hi Anshu, how are you?
I'm good. We are meeting next second time, offline to online. Uh,
Yeah,
I'm joining from PC. Okay, no problem. Yeah. Yeah, I was asking everyone what are the brands you follow on Twitter?
Zomato and Swiggy.
Oh, sorry, guys. I don't know how this happened. Yeah, I was saying that do you guys engage with the content or follow just to know हाँ, they exist on the platform? Yeah, awesome. Yeah. Because the thing we will be talking today, it will mostly around how brands leverage Twitter as a their marketing channel. So it is a form of marketing channel based on based on a specific brands, based on their budget, based on their bandwidth, either team and either money they have or not to invest in marketing. So we will be talking about that only. So engagement is something that I asked regarding most of the time people feel okay, bus post ही तो करना है, like I will post and I will get engagement. But social media is something that social media is a surprising thing, or internet you say it is surprising thing that that won't appreciate you just for the sake of it. You have to put effort. You have to show if you want someone to give their attention, you have to put effort. And engagement is something a form of like investment you do. So recently I started a book like Hooked. So it is something that really talk about how the thing, how it is, like how people or as a brand, either social media or any big tech giants, how they leverage how they leverage something called hook to engage or to retain or to acquire new customers or to users. So we will be talking about those things only. Yeah, let's wait a few more 3 more minutes and we will start. So quick poll here. So how many of you into content writing, social media marketing and all? Two hand, one hand. I am in it part time. Okay, yeah, that means you are in. Yeah, two out of. Yeah. Uh, who said by not by choice? Ritesh. Why not not choice? Like it is accidental or something?
No, I mean, I run an agency,
Okay.
right? So I have to do social media marketing. I haven't found anyone reliable so far, at least on Twitter space. I see a lot of people doing it on LinkedIn, but
Mm-hmm.
Twitter is quite challenging and haven't found anyone yet. And hence I'm doing it. But
Okay.
that's not my skill, or that's not something that I enjoy.
Okay. Got it. Got it. Like you are like mainly trying to leverage that channel, but like you are looking for someone who can do it by their expertise.
Right.
Okay. Hope you find someone at the end of the session. Also, yeah. Just see. Might do Twitter in like 3 months or so. Okay. Someone is already showing interest, so you guys might connect later on. Yeah. Prantik, we are all set. Yeah, absolutely, anyone. There is not any platform that can beat this combination. Either like YouTube, Facebook, Reddit, anyone. Yeah. So how many guys have you tried Thread? Yeah, just like just for me 2%, three. And you are like currently using it, and you are just like it is dead in your application list. Engagement नहीं आता. It is hard, bro. Like building a social media is something many people have tried, but so few months back we were talking about it only like why Elon Musk bought Twitter, not just build it by himself. Like he has money, he has like a team, like he can like onboard best mind in the world. But why he did like he bought? Well, like it is something that like it is already cooked. It is something that is already cooked meal. So you just have to like leverage your ideas based on what is already there. So there is a tweet by Kunal Shah like जिसकी भैंस जिसकी distribution उसकी भैंस something there around that. So in that consent, like distribution, anyone who own distribution has the biggest power currently. So Elon must choose to do that instead of just building it from scratch. And the surprising thing was like Mark Zuckerberg also leveraged on that, like links on the power of Instagram. He built Thread. If he had to build it from scratch, it won't have got that much attention that we gave or the world gave it to it. So yeah, growth the engagement नहीं दे रहा है. Yeah. Many people have faced it, and but like now people are as normal as back to Twitter. So yeah, I am sharing my screen. So let's kick this off. Just a second. Yeah, is it visible? Okay, awesome. So we'll get start. Let me just minimize this. Why it's not so? Yeah. So starting with the session. We already talked about like how brands and how a specific company leverage Twitter. So we will start with that, how brands use Twitter. So in we talked you guys shared about you engage with content, you engage with brands like Zomato, Swiggy, Tinder, or even if we talk about personal brand like Elon Musk, Kunal Shah, or individuals like Mr. Beast, or any creator other Bhuvan Mam, Ashish Chanchan, like folks like celebrity brand, celebrity personal brand, like individuals like entrepreneurs, or even brands that we are going to talk about today. So why they use Twitter? So the main concern is as Ritesh said, he is building an agency, and he use it to he use it as a marketing channel. So in similar context, several brands use it for marketing channel. So the reason behind it is there are several reasons. That the first one is they want to, so for example, if someone has already audience, someone has, for example, Zomato is already a well known brand. So they use it to build the consistently brand awareness. So for example, you do not forget about them. So they want to keep coming up with something that will make them recognize around the Twitter audience. So they have a Twitter audience, they have a group of audience that hang out on Twitter. So the main concern that comes out to any brand whose audience is engaged, who's spending time on Twitter, they are the brand who choose to come to Twitter and start their marketing and start their brand awareness through this channel. So this is the first reason. Second one is they want to use gain customers. They want to gain customers. For example, in context of Zomato, they want application downloads. They want someone to order foods from their apps. They want to popularize themselves, we are the application from where you can order your breakfast, lunch, dinner, or any kind of food you want. So in that context, they want to promote their offering, promote their services, or promote their whatever they have to offer, and talk about it through Twitter. So these are the few things through which brands use it. So also most of the time, people try to leverage it for the sake of okay, I have to be on several social media platforms, otherwise I will miss out on many customers. So that is not something, that is not how you should be approaching a marketing channel, especially a Twitter, because Twitter has a type of audience that has different set of audience, either early adopters, or arts, or you could say there is a graph of what are the type of audience that exist in the world. So if you are someone who is just trying to use it on a random basis, then you should be asking a question whether I will find my customers, or I will find my user on Twitter, or whether they are the people, the people I'm trying to find, they hang out on Twitter or not. So based on that, you will be able to get answer okay, this is not the platform I should be approaching, rather than I should be approaching different platform. So in that sense, brand have multiple use cases. Brand have multiple things where you where they talk, they have to talk about it around their audience. So they choose Twitter because they know okay, here I will find my audience, here I will find the people who will become my customer. So they try to come up with new contents, they try to come up with tweets, videos, like a visual form of content, and whatever for new campaigns they can plan to attract their target audience. So in that way, like brands use it. So moving forward, so this is obvious question every one of you should be asking, but like why should I care? Because like most of the time there are millions of brands that they might be using it, but why should you care? So if you are someone, so let me just answer in on behalf of you. Like if you are someone who is either trying to build a brand whose audience hang out on Twitter. If you are someone who is trying to build a career in marketing or content writing or copywriting, or someone who is like who is looking to uh, connect with brands, who is looking to work with brands who have good popularity on Twitter. So you would be able to find you would be able to fit yourself in some of these boxes. So you have to ask yourself ki, like why should I care about ki, whether brands are investing on Twitter, and whether brands are choosing like Twitter as a platform or not. So you have to ask, and based on that, you will be able to figure out like, okay, this is why I should be care because I want to be a ghostwriter. I want to be a copywriter who is writing for XYZ brand. I want to I want to care about this because I want to manage the Zomato Twitter page. I care because I want to work with Kunal Sa, or I want to work with Nawal. So through these answers, you will be able to figure out like, okay, this is why I should be caring, and this is how I should be, how I should I should approach this. So in the later part of the session, we will be talking about like how, if you once you figure out like why, then you will be able to figure out like how you can make it possible, how you can make it happen. So moving that to, so since we are talking about brands, so most of the folks here into different niches, different domains. So there are several career opportunity available. So for example, I talked about ghostwriting. So I have friends on Twitter who have been making around $2,000 every month just by ghostwriting. So there are several opportunity, for example, ghostwriting is one of the example. Copywriting, social media copywriting, that in that context, for especially for Twitter, so indirectly it is a ghostwriting, but you can call it also a like social media copywriting, like colon Twitter. So you can also approach that career as a content writer. And other one is you can you can promote different brands. You can find you can be a lead generator for XYZ brand for through Twitter. So there are several career opportunity available. So you just have to figure out like where you fit in this equation, and based on that, like you will be able to go after it. Whether if you are someone whose interest lies in writing copies, or even in writing content, so you will be able to figure out okay, I can try out I can try out how can I write tweet for Mintra. For example, I have seen Chelsea coming up with new copies around different brands, for different proof of work copies for different brands. So in that context, you can also, if you're someone who is also into who is into design, so you can even leverage that. Like you can present those copies through your design, and you can work with a specific brand as a designer plus copywriter. So in these things, through these things, you you can get new opportunities. You can get to work with high celebrity folk, or high network folks, or even brands in the context we are talking about. So there are several opportunities. So you just have to figure out like, okay, this is where you fit in, and based on that, like you can move forward. So yeah. As I said already, like once you figure out why, so you can figure out how can you get started with it. Before I move, like before I cover this, if anyone have any questions around whatever we discussed. Yeah, sure.
I mean, I didn't raise my hand. I think it was when he was asking like who are into content trade. I'm sorry about it.
Sorry,
Yeah.
sorry, I didn't get you. Okay, no problem. Yeah. If anyone have any questions, you can drop in the chat, or you can just uh, share here. Yeah. Okay. So I will move forward. So how can I get started? So if you are someone who is asking this, for example, we talked about ghostwriting. We talked about how you can approach working with brand. So if let's talk about like how you can make it possible. So recently we launched Fueler for Brands, and there are several proof of work ideas you can work on, and you can directly you can directly get a chance to work with any brands that has posted their proof of work. In context of like Fueler only. So if you go to Fueler and if you observe the last 2 3 performance, you like Twitter page performance, you will get to notice like it is like really down. So what you can do like you can come up with 10 tweets, 10 either 10 tweets or like different format of threads or different format, any form of format of content that you believe like it can increase the growth of Fueler Twitter page. And even Ritesh shared about the how he's like using his like handling his Twitter handle. So you can connect with him and asking what are the challenges he is facing, and how you can use it, like how you can solve it through your copywriting and content writing skills. So you just have to figure out like, okay, this is how I want, this is what are the things I have, and this is how I can help you grow your brand. So the main thing the main goal you have to keep in mind, like if I am approaching XYZ brand, their goal is to grow. Their goal is to go from 0 to 1, or 1 to 10, or 10 to 100. So no one will hire you just out and just hang out with us. So in that context, you have to think of yourself like, okay, I have a portfolio, or I can prepare a portfolio that through which I can connect with XYZ brand, and I can I can approach them, and I can help them grow their Twitter handle and grow their like brand awareness and any KPIs they have been following. So in that context, you have opportunity. For example, till this date, I have I work with several brands, especially in context of Twitter, like managing Twitter, writing content for them. So most of the time, they have a goal like how can I how can I achieve a KPI. KPI is like key performing indicator. Every company follow. It vary company to company. For example, in context of Fueler, if you ask, so like user sign up is something that always stay in priority. So in that context, when you will get connected with a team, you will get to know like, okay, this brand has this KPI following, and if I will be handling a Twitter profile, how can I make it happen that it will be growing upwards. So how you can make it possible. So this is one of the ways through which you can approach. Other the medium can be different. You can either DM through Twitter like Twitter DM, or you can cold email. So we will not addressing those things. So the context was like, similarly you just have to prepare a set of proof of work around a brand. For example, let's uh, do a practical hands-on. For example, let's take someone, for example. Yeah, drop a name. Which brand you want to work with? Just random.
Zomato.
Okay, awesome. Let's figure out how you can work with Zomato. So, for example, you see. Let me just. So there is a tool also. Let me just share about it. Tweet, something like that. So through that extension, what you can do is, uh, just remember it. So what you can do, I will share about that tool. I'm not able to recall the name. So what you can do is like you can figure out what are the highly performed tweet Zomato has ever posted, uh, from starting from like 2009. Someone.
I think it's Tweet Hunter. You can just
Uh, it like Twitter is something that like you can
tweet,
like schedule tweets, na?
tweet,
Sir,
yeah,
Hyperion
Tweet
is.
Hunter Chrome.
High Fury, no, High Fury. No. These are like tweet scheduling tools.
Oh,
So I'm search looking for something else. Let me just do this. Oh yeah, I got it. So this is they have changed the name, Tweet Hunter X. So what you can do is, let me just show you its power. It's one of my favorite Twitter extension. So we were discussing around like how we can work with Twitter, like Zomato. So let's where it is. This can read. It will take some extra time, guys. We have to take this. Anyone know why this is not working? Next year, yeah. So the context is like once you will like you can do it by this yourself also. Click extension. Okay. Let's see if it work out or not. Yeah, finally. Yeah, someone said something. You will have to log in. No. Uh, you do not have to do that. So it's working. So yeah. So what I was saying, this extension help you to filter out all the highly performed tweets Zomato has ever posted. So see, like, you can like Dear Pakistan ordered a defeat, Virat your service. So like you can filter out the highly performed tweet Zomato has ever posted. So what you can do from here. So for example, here how many tweets, like the number of tweets you will be getting. So what you can do from here, Joe, after this session, go and prepare a list of at least 10 tweets that is up to the level of Zomato's highly performed tweets. For example, guys, don't worry, if Twitter shutdowns, you can still boycott us on Insta. So like these something that something that is that matches their tone, that matches their languaging, that matches the way they talk about their brand on Twitter. So the task is like you have to prepare 10 tweets, and once you prepare prepare a tweet, prepare 10 tweets, you have to you have to share in like where people are, if you are there. Otherwise, what you can do, the next step will be ki, like you have to tweet that through a thread, in a thread format. For example, Zomato tweet one. So like I'm just doing the dummy thing. So what you can do, just like write your tweet here, and so this is how you can prepare. For example, this is the starting thread. So this is the starting thread, and this is the first tweet one. So in this context, in this format, what you have to do is like you have to prepare at least 10 tweet, and that is something that will at least the filter the way you have to filter is like I will also give you a format like the way you have to filter out like you are enjoying yourself by reading it. For example, the tweet we were reading. Any tweet we were reading, and let's go back to Zomato. So, how many times you have laughed reading tweet Zomato notification? So you have to just make it make it happen when you are done writing your tweets. So just filter is like if you are not enjoying that tweet by yourself, that means like you don't have to put that in this thread. So you have to come up with something that you are enjoying yourself, or else like you shared with your friend. You asked him like, bro, I wrote this tweet for Zomato, and do you think what do you think about it? So just like simple feedback you have to ask. So in that context, you will be able to figure out ki, like where you are standing at the moment as a copywriter or content writer or social media marketer. So in that way, you will be also able to uplift yourself ki, like, okay, this is where I have to improve myself in context of writing copies, or in context of crafting a tweet in a way that like an audience will get impressed. So you have to ask yourself like, okay, this is what I am enjoying myself, or my friend is enjoying, then I can put that into this list. The reason I said like, okay, you have to keep that filter, because like most of the time you will whatever tweet you will feel like write, you would want to like add this into this thread, but you won't have to. So as a content writer, I can like promisingly say like 99% of content we write, it go into waste. It go into waste like and the rest 1% is only that get published. So and that is something that is like worth read. So in that context, you have to keep this filter. So once you were done writing these 10 tweets, what you have to do, you don't have to tag anyone here. So you have to find out the team who is working behind like Zomato marketing side. So how you will do it if they are on Twitter. You can just simply search. Just let me show how you can search. So you just have to type Zomato, and you just have to go to people section, and here you will be able to you will be able to find out like who are the folks who is working like working as a marketing team in Zomato. So for example, Sweta is someone who is like I have known her, like I've been knowing her since last 1 year. So she is someone who write Twitter like mobile notification for Zomato. So you can connect with him, her, or you can connect with Dipinder Goyal. Is hard to reach out. So you can connect with the marketing team, who you can approach, and you can say, okay, like, okay, this is a proof of work I have done to and I want to work with Zomato as a like copywriter or like social media marketer. You can draft messaging as per your context. So the main concern is like you have to not format a follow you like not follow a format. You just have to write in a way like it should not be sound robotic. So just keep that in mind, and just find someone from here. And you can also use LinkedIn to finding these folks. So LinkedIn is a good place. Like you will find all of them on LinkedIn. uh, so you can just like connect with them, and if you can find their email, you can just directly email them. And this is how you can like approach this for Zomato. If they reject, or they do not get connected with you, or they do not follow back, so you can like replicate same formula for other brands. So and this is something that I am able to say, because like this is something that have worked for me. The brand I'm currently working with, ADPList, I have just used a like exact framework to get into that brand, to work with their team. So in that context, you can leverage this and like make it possible. Anyone range? Yeah, Alan, you're saying something?
Like, so did you share your fueler profile with the ADP list?
No, no, no. So the context was like, let me just share that also.
Like आपने proof of work दिखा दिया, but like fueler पे नहीं दिखाया, वो पूछ
No,
रहा
no, no, I am sharing it to you. Let me just share it. Oh, yeah. So Fueler has a feature of like custom portfolio. So I leveraged that, and that worked out really well. So for example, like, this was the yeah, marketing portfolio. So I listed out the best work I have done, especially in marketing and copywriting domain, and I emailed this to Felix, the co-founder of AWS, and the next thing was like we were on call. So this is how I approached it. And similarly, you can do that by writing a tweet by yourself. So Chelsea shared something. Yeah, challenge by Fuller. Yeah, similar to this. This is a live example. You can see. So she has written like multiple tweets that has like yeah, that is talking about Mintra. So this is something that like this is something you can follow, and you can use it to prepare your proof of work. So yeah, this is a live example. So moving back to our slide. Yeah. Anyone have any questions till this?
clear.
Okay. Yeah. So we are almost at the end. So yeah. So this is I have already explained like how you can see. So if you are someone who is already from a background of social media marketing and content writing, just like Chelsea, so you can leverage it through the things we talked about, through the pathway we talked about just. So that's like if you have a brand you want to work with, either Zomato or either any brand in the world, you can make it possible. The only thing you have to take care is ki, like you will get rejected, but don't have to lose hope. While I was like applying for AD Plus, I had a list of 5 or 7 brands I want to work with, and I prepared I prepared proof of work for them, the portfolio I shared, this kind of portfolio, customized portfolio. For example, you can see this is a generic portfolio, the things I have done myself and done for different brands and person brands. But in different context, I had prepared a customized portfolio for uh, all those brands, and I connected with them, and I asked him whether I will get a chance to work with the team, and so if they say yes, or they say like they either reject or yes, no, anything, so you will get a vibe like, okay, this is something that can go on, and either you will get rejected. So the thing is like you have to make take your sort. So in context of Zomato, it is a 99% of chance you will get rejected, but there is a 1% chance like, okay, you can get a chance to work, you can get a chance to work with them. So there might be different ways, there might be different set of proof of work that can impress them. There might be different set of campaigns you can plan that can impress them. So for example, I have a campaign in mind, I will be executing by the end of this year. Just to make it, just to see like, okay, this will work out or not. So I will share about that later on. So through those kind of experiment, you can get you can try yourself, try your skills, and you can figure out like, okay, how can I work with the brand I want to work with. So same applies to social media marketing and content writing. Even if you have a better chance of getting the opportunity, because like you already know the equation, you already know how the things goes on this, like how goes things goes into this domain. So in that sense, like you already know like how things operate, how things move forward, or how things goes behind the scene. So you know A to Z about this market, about this domain. So you will have a better chance of getting the opportunity. So you should be trying out your sort like, okay, let's try it out. Whether I will be able to make it possible or not. So yeah, moving forward. So I had received a question from VR Fueler group. So how to generate leads using Twitter? So let's just try this out. And then this. So there are several approach, but I will like what I have been following. Will share with you guys. So for example, there are several if you consider like millions of brand on Twitter, that post out content on Twitter. So the way you can find out is like either through the advanced search. For example, I want to search. Just give me a random example, like what kind of brands you want to search, or what kind of folks you want to search. Any random example.
Uh, fitness folks.
Varico is easy to search at yeah, founders. It is a good example. Product design. Yeah. So let's go for product design. Then we will go back to other examples. So, for example, there are several ways, as I already shared. So one way is like you can filter out folks, who you can filter out brands who are like actively posting contents on Twitter. For example, the first one is Felix, like AWS co-founder. So if you are someone who is looking for co-founder, or someone who is looking for folks who actively put out content on Twitter. So you can just save it, save this into into a private list. For example, just going to this and add them to a private list, create a list. Startup founders. I will make it private, or I can make it public based on your preference. So once you do that, so you have one lead already in your bucket. Next is like you can go to other platform, like other folks, other like different folks. So there are like you can scroll down, and like you can just filter out like, okay, these are the folks who I can connect with, or these are the folks who can sign checks for me. So whether like this is how you can filter out. Or also you can just go to people section, and you can simply categorize them based on the titles, or based on the brands, based on the things that is in their bio. For example, someone suggested founder. So what you can do, just hit founder, and you will get a list of folks who have founders in their bio. So from here you can easily filter out. Ritin is also here. So yeah, here like you can directly filter out here from here. Like, okay, these are the founders who are on Twitter, and even you can filter out like, okay, you can get to know like making e-commerce communication magical. So you can niche down okay, whether this founder will be helpful for your requirement or not. So you can filter out through these. And so these are the few things that you can do. Other is like you can even follow lists. You can follow lists. So like there are several lists that you can search for. So for example, let me just go after. So for example, startups. So there are 31 members in this. So you can follow, and you can check out like who are the folks in this list, whether they are anyhow related to a startups or a startup community. So you can just directly extract all these like list, and you can make it you can use it for your purpose. So there are several lists you can follow. Growth creator, intellectual creator, 100K writer. So like there are like list is the best format, just way to go after. Like if you want to search for a niche specific folks, for example, indie hacker, there would be like influencers, creators. So like there are several folks you can just filter out from here. So this is how you can search for leads. There would be many types, but this is something that have worked for me, and that this is something that I have used personally. So yeah. So next question was how do I find content ideas using Twitter? So it applies to the last thing we talked. Like you can just go to search, and for this purpose you can use the advanced search. Because for example, let's search for Figma plugin, and I want to search for content around Figma plugin that have at least 200 likes. So how can I do that? So just go to advanced search, and minimum 200 likes, and 20 retweets. 20 is the minimum retweets. Yeah, 20 retweets. And if you want to, you can even search for from duration, a specific duration. Whether you want to search for tweets that have happened in last 1 year, 2 year, 5 year, 10 year. So you can do that. You can do many changes in this as per your requirement. I will just show you briefly. So here you can see, here you will get a list of content ideas that have been posted and that have performed at, to the level of 200 likes. So this has like 1100 some likes. It's like 8000 some likes. So in this way, like you can like filter out highly performed content ideas. So for example, if I just search for Figma plugins, I will get random contents. So you can even just like just take ideas from here, like okay, what are the like latest tweets that have been tweeted in like last few hours or last few days. So you can just scroll through and filter out like whether something is useful here or not. So there are like advanced search feature and like the normal search feature is the best way to find content ideas. And the rest, the last one is you already know. Like you can use the like feed. You can use your social feed. Like this is how what are the contents that comes to your feed. You can take inspiration from that. So these are the few things you can use. Moving back to, yeah, I think we are at the end. Anyone have any questions? So by the way, if you guys don't know, we have a quick game at the end. So since you guys have been already getting bored, yeah, we'll be ending it on a fun note. Yeah, anyone have any questions? Just random, not like not required to related to domain or topics we are discussing. Otherwise, I will be moving to the moment you all have been waiting for. If you have any questions, stand up. Okay, भाई stand up नहीं करवाना है. Yeah, चलो let's move to game. Just raise your hand if you are awake, if you are here. Okay, everyone is there. Yeah, how do we filter? Okay, yeah, sorry, Nimisa, I had missed your question. Yeah, so I have already kept your question. So yeah, so you had asked questions in the group. So how do we filter short tweets and threads? Just let me pause it for a moment.
Like what should be the exact number or right number of threads or posts that short tweets that we can post?
Okay, so I was thinking from the time you post this in the group, I have been thinking like how like what could be the exact answer to this, and there is not any the best answer I could come up with. Like if you are seeing a secret, if you are seeing a hack, if you are seeing a one thing like Chelsea mentioned, like one size doesn't fit all. So if you are seeing that kind of mindset coming from someone, so that it does not matter in marketing. So the best way I could format it is like uh, the secret to marketing is there is not any secret. So in to answer your questions, like there is what kind of what kind of number of short tweets and threads we can post. So it is not something defined a number. So you just have to figure out by yourself or the team you are working with. So for example, let me just share an example. So so as already said, like I have worked with several brands and several individuals for their personal brand, and there have not been any day where I have got asked like like how you are planning to schedule, like make your schedule, like tweet schedules. So the questions comes ki like, okay, if I have if I have a 10 tweets in my list, and I want to schedule it every second hour, and tweet or thread, I'm just make it like keeping it in a single bucket. Because no matter whether you are posting a thread or tweet, if it has something that will click an audience, they will engage with it, they will make their investment. So you have to figure it by yourself, like, okay, if I am so for example, if I share about the AWS, the current organization I'm working with, so I follow two time tweets in a 24 hour, in a special occasion, if there is anything to any promotional thing from the brand, then it will be an occasional thing. Otherwise, there is a there is a two format of tweet, like a single format of single tweet in the morning, and the thread in the evening. And how did I able to figure out? It was based on the things, multiple things I have done, and it is not something that I have been following. I have sometime I have also tweeted 4 tweets in a single day, and all of them have performed really well. And most of the time I have posted 2 threads a day, and none of them have performed. So it is something you have to figure out, like, okay, this can work out, this can't work out. So you have to figure out yourself. And yeah, one more question you had. I had the balance question was the perfect ratio. I think both were same questions, I think. Seems like I need to respond. Yeah, that's where most of the either marketer or like writer, I myself have will be any week, whenever I do not I do not spend time around this, like around Twitter. I do not get to know okay, how the tweets have been performing, what kind of tweet have been performing, what are the new changes have happened in the algorithm. So in that sense, like you have to keep yourself surrounded by it, so that you will be able to.
Sir, you're muted.
Yeah, so I was sharing, just a second. Yeah, I was saying so you have to spend time around what are the things that have been performing. You have to figure out okay, these are the things have been happening. So the simple thing, like you have to spend time around it. Okay, yeah, Ritesh is dropping. Okay, yeah. So, anyone else have any questions? And Nimisa, hope I was able to answer your question.
Yes, I got it.
Yeah, Ellen. Yeah, Ellen, please.
गेम क्या है मतलब?
Okay. Before that, anyone have any questions? Last, then we will be moving to game and we'll be ending it. Ellen speaks for all. Okay, then I will start that. Just a second. So, Prantik, before I start, you have to volunteer for me. So the game is like you have to spot the lie. So I will be like you will be seeing a sentence on your screen, and you have to tell like whether it is a like whether it is a like it is a false sentence or a like true sentence. So let me just connect through my phone also so that I will also get to know. Just a second. Yeah, everyone is ready. Okay. Just a second. Cancel. Yeah. So everything is good. Let's move. So you have to tell like this is a true or false in 5 seconds. Okay, three folks have four. Okay, you don't have to Google right now. So you just have to like whatever comes to your mind. You just have to drop in the chat. Yeah. Anyone else? Three folks in the true side. Rest one is false. Okay, so so this is a false. This is a false statement. Like he has lots of kids. I don't know exact number, so you can Google it. It was just a random. So yeah. So let's move. Yeah. So previously, X.com was owned by Jeff Bezos. It is a tweet or like it is a true or false. I think you all have been knowing this. So yeah, it is a false statement. Elon Musk have been owning it from his starting of the career. So it was like his first, yeah, since birth. Yeah, yeah. So it was his first domain, I think, before PayPal. So like he have been owning it from that day, and he choose to redirect Twitter to that domain only. So moving back, like moving forward, Fueler X means Fueler Twitter. Is it a like false tweet or true? So it is a true. Anyone else wanna try? Okay. Yeah, it is a false statement. What does Fuller X may mean, by the way? It do not it do not like currently it do not have any meaning. It is something for like exclusive for like yeah exclusive for private members. So yeah, Nimisa corrected, right? So yeah, moving forward, Elon Musk has the highest number of Twitter follower. It is a true or false? One true, false. Rest one is false. Let's see who win. It is like it is a tricky thing. Like you have like you have to guess it right. Anyone else? False, false, false. Everyone is false. except Prantik. Okay, this is a true statement. Like Elon Musk has the highest number of followers. There is not any anyone above. Like he has default follow, like got followed from everyone. नहीं, ये true है. So moving forward. So only Prantik know this, right? So I have 2 dogs and 3 cats. And Prantik also know the name also. Waiting for Prantik to answer. Yeah. Anyone else answering? You have the entire user community. Yeah. Chalo, this is a wrong, like a false statement. I do not have any pets. The company I'm currently working with, all the team member have either dog, cat. So one of the girl has 8 dogs and 5 cats, and that was one of the funniest thing. Yeah. Chelsea, we have one last question, so if you can. Okay, she has left. Fueler is an US based brand, so yeah, you guys know it already. Is it a true or false? Yeah, it's a true or false word. So this is how we are going to end. Thank you so much, everyone. Hope you would have as well. Yeah. So this is how we will be ending it. Chalo.
सर फ्यूलर तो अभी आया, मेन फ्यूलर अभी आए हैं.
किधर है मेन फ्यूलर?
रितिन सर.
अच्छा. Okay, let's ask this to Ritin bhaiya. Going back to the last questions. Fueler is an US based company. Is it a true or false?
सर बोलो, शर्मा क्यों रहे हो?
True. I was on mute. Sorry. True.
Yeah, everyone was answering that only. So it is a true statement.
Nice. Then
Yeah, it was the end.
that was the question.
Yeah. So we had a series of questions. That was the end question, last question.
Okay. Nice. So guys, how was it? Did you enjoy? Did you learn something new, or did he bore you?
Everyone was bored.
Really? Nice.
चलो. Yeah.
Awesome. Are you guys taking picture? मैं तो फोटो खिंचाना है बस.
स्क्रीनशॉट ले लिया सर आपका, हो गया.
यार come on.
उसका मीम बनेगा.
मैं फोटो खिंचवाना आया था यार.
आ जाओ. Last we will be having
Yeah.
photo. चलो आ जाओ. Let's click.
अच्छा फोटो भी खिंचवा लिए सब लोग.
नहीं वो नहीं हुआ है. Who is saying that?
चलो
Prantik click करो क्या?
We have Pragya here. निमिषा यार कम्युनिटी का मीटअप इधर ही कर लेते हैं ना.
Yes, वही हो रहा था इधर actually.
नहीं, we will build our community team, right? So वो बनाना है हमको. So उसके रिगार्डिंग भी डिस्कशन करना था. But yeah, like I guess you guys are tired. ठीक है. चलो बाद में बात करते हैं. I'll also create an SOP. ठीक है.
Yeah. चलो. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. अच्छा नीरज ने कैमरा ऑन किया. सब लोग कहाँ भाई?
चलो ठीक है. बाय बाय. See you again.
चलो. Bye. Thank you so much.
Okay, bye bye. Thank you.
Yeah, bye.